Hey, if you're sitting back as a small business owner and you're starting to run your own Google Adwords campaigns and you're still wondering, is it even cost effective? Or maybe you're running campaigns and you're wondering, can this really work for my business? Stick around, I'd like to answer that question or spend a little time on it in today's edition of Ask Yokel Local. Hey everyone, Daryl Evans here, co-founder of Yokel Local Internet Marketing, and in today's edition of Ask Yokel Local, I want to talk about a question I get quite a lot, and that is whether Google Adwords is still effective for small businesses. I was online the other day and I was reading an article from Forbes, and they were absolutely bashing Google Adwords. And so if you're not familiar, Google Adwords came out in 2002-ish, and of course way back in the day it was really inexpensive to get clicks on Google, as well as what we could be saying about Facebook today. You know, just several years ago it was really inexpensive to get clicks on Facebook. The reality is it's not about the click or the cost of the click that you should be concerned with in terms of Google Adwords, because the amount that it costs to click is not a determining factor on whether the campaign will be profitable or not. I had a meeting the other day and we had keywords ranging in terms of cost per click from $110 to $150 a click, all the way down to $30, $40, even $20 a click. So you sit back and you think, who on earth is going to pay $110, $150 a click, or $50 a click, or $40 a click? Now, if your niche is $1 or $2, don't worry about it, but just the mindset of the way this conversation went. So as we're having this conversation, the conversation evolves into what is the value of a customer that comes into your business? And the answer, you should sit down because this one might blow you away. The answer to the question was $300,000. So the value of this customer is $300,000 on average. Now we're not going to get into the product that or the service that is being delivered, but it's $300,000. So I'll ask you, does it matter that it may cost 200, or we may have to buy 200, 300, 400 clicks at $150 a click if the value of the customer is $300,000? The answer might be no. So I'd like you to think about this idea of lifetime value of your customer. This is something that I always have to discuss with small business owners. I'm going to take it down to a really small example before I wrap up this video. We work in our business with a lot of local businesses, recurring service providers, home service providers, professional service providers, accountants, lawyers, CPAs, doctors, and then down into the home service niche with pest control companies and carpet cleaning companies and pool service companies. And I want to use the pool service company as an example. Pool service in this market is about $80, $85, $90 a month, which works out to an annual payment or an annual amount of, say, $960 or $1,000. So in the example, if we're buying clicks for $8, $10, $12, sure, we might blow through the initial month of $80 before we get a customer. We may go through 2 or 3 months. I mean, not that that's not what's going to happen with us, but if you went through 2 or 3 months to get that first customer, it still would be worth it because we have a cost of acquisition to get that new customer. When I talk to the business owner, I say, hey, how long does your customer stay on board? He goes, well, they usually stay for, easily 2 years. I'm like, well, let's be a little conservative. Let's just say they stay for a year. So if it costs you, let's say you ran a campaign and you spent $200 or $300 to acquire that customer, and they stay for 3 years or 2 years. Let's just say we just did it for a year. So your cost of acquisition is $200 or $300, but your lifetime value, even if you cut it down to a year, is $960 or $1,000. So there's an ROI there. You just don't see the ROI on the front end. So I just wanted to address the mindset of how to look at cost per click in the example of whether you're determining if AdWords is effective. Now there's a lot more that goes into how to make campaigns effective. It's not just cost per click, and there are ways to get lower cost per click. But I wanted to share that or answer that question today in today's edition of Ask Yokel Local, and I'd like to invite you that if you're having questions about AdWords or anything online, Facebook marketing, SEO, just do us a favor and visit us on Twitter and hashtag the question, Ask Yokel Local, and ask your question there, and we'd love to create a video for you that might help you. My name is Daryl Evans, co-founder of Yokel Local, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.